Hello everybody, my name is Ocelot Gaming. Oh, not Ocelot Gaming. Oh my goodness, I need to stop doing that. Ocelot does stuff. Welcome back to my channel. Today's Wednesday, so that means reactions. And I'm going to be reacting to, since I don't have a basement, it's okay, 3 real basement horror stories. Yep, because I'm totally not a paranoid person at all. I'm able to handle this. So I'm going to listen to one of those 3 and maybe finish the entire video throughout the Wednesdays that I have. So yeah, let me just unpause it and let's get into it. Oh no, I don't like that. I'm going to just myself. There we go.
When my grandparents passed away, instead of my parents selling her house, they just let me live in it instead since I was of moving out age anyway. I just had to pay the taxes and monthly expenses.
First of all, what is that car right there? You're not supposed to have cars that look like that. Sell it at least, or keep it in your garage. That is a creepy car.
At first, I really enjoyed living alone, given that I could have whoever I wanted over whenever I wanted. But it quickly got lonely being alone, so I got myself a 2-year-old German Shepherd dog named Rocky.
Aww.
He was named after Rocky Balboa. Rocky's a very calm and gentle
I think he needs to turn down his mic a bit because that's loud.
German Shepherd. He hardly ever barks, only when he feels threatened or if he's playing with another dog. I bought him a doggy bed the day after I adopted him and put it next to my bed. After I got Rocky, I always left the bedroom door open so that he could go get water at night if he were thirsty. One night soon after I adopted Rocky, I woke up to his barking coming from outside my room and down the hallway. I dizzily got out of bed to check what the hell he was barking.
Okay then. The dog is barking at nothing. That reminds me of some stories I have, but that's for later in the next video.
Yeah. I rubbed my eyes as I walked down the hallway, and when I opened them, I saw Rocky maniacally barking and clawing at the basement door. I didn't know what to do.
Why do you see stuff like that? Do you have some goggles on or something? What the heck?
Usually I'd call my dad to deal with something like this, but now it was on me, and I was terrified. I had to ask myself if I wanted Rocky to go down there with me, and I quickly realized there was no chance of me going down there alone.
No, why are you even going down there if your dog's barking at it? Maybe it's just a squirrel and you're just gonna get all paranoid now.
I opened the door ever so lightly, but it was enough for Rocky to push it open with his nose and run down the stairs.
Uh-oh.
I flipped on the lights and followed close behind. Rocky was silent now, which I found a bit concerning. I looked around for him, calling his name, and then I saw him standing still, with his tail between his legs.
Standing? Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. Never mind.
Looking up at something in an opposite corner of the room that was blocked
Sorry, I heard something.
by a wall. Rocky looked at me and his tail slightly raised as I approached him. I could now see what he was looking at. It was a closet door. Rocky...
You better get out of that house. You better just leave. That's what I would do. I would just leave. Oh no, what happened? Oh no.
Rocky's apparent bout of confidence was obviously short-lived, and he seemed to be back to his calm and timid self. All that was passing through my mind at that moment was, do I dare open this closet door right now? And who or what could be in there? I didn't know Rocky too well just yet, but I had a feeling he wouldn't attack whoever or whatever was in there. I'm still not sure whether I made the right move or not, but instead of opening that closet door, I took Rocky by the collar and walked with him back upstairs. He kept looking back at the corner of the basement until we got to the stairs. I shut the basement door and then dragged him back to my bedroom and shut the bedroom door. Then I went to the kitchen to call my dad. I had to call 3 times before he finally picked up in a groggy voice. I explained the situation and asked him what
Oh, maybe it was 1 a.m. Why? He'd probably be asleep. I wouldn't though, as you can see, it is 9:11 p.m. and I don't sleep. So
I should do. He said I should go back down there with a huge knife or some kind of weapon and see what's in the closet. I told him I was too scared to, and somewhere deeper into that conversation with my dad, I realized the basement door was open. I put the phone down for a second to listen to what I thought were footsteps, and I was right. Loud and clear were footsteps heading towards the front door. I ran to my bedroom and told my dad. He told me to hang up the phone and call the cops, and so I did. By the time the cops showed up, though, whoever was in the house was obviously gone already. Unfortunately, I left a large amount of cash down there by the bar. All of it was gone.
who leaves cash in their basement, first of all? And how did somebody get in your basement when there's not even any outside door? They had to go through your house. If you weren't gone at that point, that's just ridiculous.
The basement window was wide open, so we found the method of entry pretty quickly.
Never mind, it's a window.
Just turned out to be a break-in burglary when I happened to be home.
Oh. I guess we're gonna continue.
This story took place just 2 weeks ago. I've always had a fear of basements since I was a kid. Now that I'm 18, my fear is obviously subdued a little bit, but I still will glance over my shoulder to
People in your basement, like real people, aren't as bad as like ghosts or something.
any noise I may hear behind me. And I might get that slight butterfly in my stomach feeling when I'm alone. Well, on this cold Friday night, I was home alone, and since our biggest TV is in the basement, that's where I do.
I'm sorry, but why is your basement my bedroom? Because we're the same. If you live in that basement and that it looks like that, it's my bedroom.
Usually chill, especially to play video games. I was playing Fortnite with my friends, some crazy popular first-person shooter game. I had headphones in and I was really invested in the game.
Fortnite.
Yet even over the loud sound effects through the headphones, I knew I heard something come from behind me, like a thump.
With your friends, so your friends were with you, so you're not alone. Or I'm being stupid and this is multiplayer and you're playing with them online, but
I took off the headphones and examined the back of the basement. Now our basement is huge, but also extremely cluttered and messy. If I want
yeah, that's sorry. You can even see the deer. There's not even a deer in our room, never mind. But that looks like a very horrifying deer. This is such a spooky story, totally.
wanted to actually thoroughly examine what's behind me, I'd have to get up, that's how bad it is. But I didn't feel that were necessary. Yeah, I found it a bit unsettling any time I heard a noise, but I really didn't think it was anything to be concerned about. I tried to continue playing, however I wasn't able to give my full focus anymore, not with part of me constantly thinking about the noise. I took off the headphones and played with them off just because I was feeling extra paranoid and wanted to hear my surroundings.
I do that sometimes. Like, you don't even have to say that, because I do that all the time.
Shortly after taking off the headset, there was a sudden clank sound,
Me, when I sit down.
and it had a metallic, echoey ringing to it.
Yeah, that's definitely me when I sit down.
I turned off the system now because I was in shock. This was an intentional sound made by someone or something. I walked really, really slowly to the backside of the basement.
Why do you have so many guitars and pianos and... What is that thing? That is me, right there. And that is me too. Man. I love how this has everything about me in it.
When I laid eyes on the big metal air vent in the corner, that's when it hit me that that was most likely the source of the sound. I got as close as I felt comfortable, then stopped